You've been hearing the headlines, haven't you? Solana surges, SOL hits new highs. Is the bull run finally here? But this isn't just about a price chart. This is the story of a digital underdog, a blockchain that was built for speed, hit rock bottom, and then came roaring back. This is the Solana saga, and it's a story you need to understand. Today, we are going to tell you the full story of Solana. We'll start with the biggest problem in crypto, its revolutionary solution, and then the devastating setback that almost ended it all. Finally, we'll show you exactly why it's not just surviving, but thriving in this new market cycle. The race for speed. The problem was simple: traffic. As crypto grew, the digital highways of networks like Bitcoin and Ethereum, once wide open, became congested. When everyone rushed to use them at the same time, transactions got slow and expensive. Sometimes you'd have to wait for your payment to go through, and the fee could cost you tens or even hundreds of dollars. For the world of finance, gaming, and real-time applications, that's just not an option. You can't wait 5 minutes for a payment to clear, and you certainly can't pay $100 just to move an item in a video game. The industry was desperate for a solution. This is where a new project called Solana came in. The story begins in 2017 with a man named Anatoly Yakovenko. He wasn't a crypto native, he was an engineer who had spent years building high-speed systems at Qualcomm, a company famous for its mobile chip technology. He and his team looked at the blockchain's problems and saw a classic engineering challenge. They believed they could build a blockchain that was both incredibly fast and still decentralized. The revolutionary technology. The core of their idea was a breakthrough innovation called Proof of History, or POH. To understand it, think back to what we learned about older blockchains. With Bitcoin, miners have to solve a complex puzzle to get a reward, and once they solve it, they can add their transactions to the blockchain. All the computers on the network have to agree on the exact order of every transaction. This process takes time and energy. Proof of history is different. Instead of solving a puzzle, Solana has a cryptographic clock built into its very foundation. It's like a digital metronome that creates a constant, verifiable timestamp. This means that every computer on the Solana network already knows the exact order of every single event without having to talk to each other. They don't have to waste time arguing about the order. This small but brilliant change had a massive impact. Solana was suddenly capable of processing over 65,000 transactions per second, far more than Bitcoin's 7 and Ethereum's 15. And because of this efficiency, the transaction fees were practically non-existent, often just a fraction of a cent. For context, this is faster than many traditional payment networks like Visa. Building the ecosystem and community. With this new blazing fast highway, developers began to flock to Solana. They saw a place where they could build apps that just weren't possible on older, slower blockchains. This led to a period that the community called Solana Summer in 2021, where the ecosystem just exploded. Developers built new DeFi platforms that could handle high-speed trading. They created bustling NFT marketplaces like Magic Eden, where artists could mint new digital art without their fans paying huge fees. But the real game changer was gaming. With fast and cheap transactions, games like Star Atlas could be built on the blockchain, allowing for real-time interactions and in-game economies that weren't feasible on other networks. The community grew with incredible speed. They held hackathons that attracted thousands of developers from all over the world, all building new ideas and pushing the limits of what was possible. The challenges and the FTX impact. But the road wasn't smooth. Because the technology was so new, Solana faced some significant growing pains. In 2021 and 2022, the network experienced several major outages, where it would simply go offline for a few hours. The community would be frustrated, and critics would jump on the news, claiming that Solana was unstable and that its speed came at the cost of reliability. This also brought up a key debate in crypto: the balance between speed and decentralization. The high hardware requirements for running a Solana validator node meant that it was much harder for a regular person to participate in securing the network, leading to criticism that it wasn't as decentralized as other blockchains. And then came the ultimate test. Solana had very close ties to the now defunct exchange FTX and its trading arm Alameda Research. When FTX collapsed in late 2022, it was a massive blow to the entire crypto industry, and it hit Solana particularly hard. The price of the SOL token plummeted, and many people assumed the project was dead. But what happened next was a testament to the strength of the developer community. Instead of abandoning the network, they continued to build. The number of developers on Solana remained high, and they saw this as a moment to rebuild and become stronger. The lesson was clear. True decentralization isn't just about the network itself, but about having a broad and diverse group of builders who believe in the technology. The resurrection and current surge. Solana has moved past its challenges and is now surging, not just because of hype, but because of a perfect storm of positive catalysts. First, the on-chain numbers are insane. The total value locked has surged to a new record of over $13 billion, showing a massive inflow of capital. This renewed confidence is also reflected in futures markets, where open interest has reached an all-time high, showing that professional traders are betting heavily on more upside. Second, the smart money is coming in. We've seen news of major firms making multi-billion-dollar bets on Solana. In a landmark move, corporate treasuries now hold over $1.7 billion in Solana, showing that big money is actively adding salt to its balance sheet. This isn't just an investment, it's a statement. And the biggest catalyst on the horizon is the Spot Solana ETF. The SEC has already approved ETFs for Bitcoin and Ethereum, and now major asset managers like Franklin Templeton are lining up. The SEC has delayed its decision on Franklin Templeton's filing until November 14, 2025. But this is actually a positive sign of a working relationship. An ETF would be the final stamp of approval, unlocking billions in new capital and proving to Wall Street that Solana is a legitimate investable asset. The future of Solana. Solana has moved past its challenges and is now pushing the boundaries of what a blockchain can be. They've introduced the Solana mobile stack and the Saga phone, a bold move to create a crypto-native smartphone where the wallet and apps are seamlessly integrated from the start. They're also exploring how to integrate artificial intelligence directly with the blockchain and building new solutions like Fire Dancer, which is designed to make the network even faster and more reliable. Solana's story is a perfect example of how competition fuels progress in the crypto world. The race for speed isn't about one project winning. It's about pushing the entire industry forward. Whether Solana becomes the single dominant blockchain or just one of many major players, its journey proves that innovation will never stop. This is not just a crypto story, it's a story of vision, resilience, and incredible technology. If you found this insightful, make sure to check out the Zalwora.ae website for the full detailed report and all the data points we covered. The link is in the description below. You can also watch our full 1-hour podcast, The Full Story of Crypto, from a cypherpunk dream to a global asset class, to learn even more about the industry as a whole. Don't miss out on the next big insights. Subscribe to the Zalwora channel for more videos on wealth creation and the future of finance.